to a blank canvas. Time don't move. Heart that would have you sing out the praises of sterile linoleum, choked up under sticky sea green ceilings. A pristine anomaly slouched defiant on an asphalt mezzanine, splintering off over abyss. To crush your dreams with invisible tipped ballpoints scrawling love letters to Jesus Christ and wrestling with specters. Incandescent beams break on placid mossy brick, cool to the touch and forever clinging to the naked folds of ancient monuments reaching towards the shattered sky. You've come to admire the chipped white alabaster trimming, swaddled in a yellowed wedding gown, with a rusty Winchester you dreamt of baptismal rites. Talking heads announce the end, while your naked body wrinkles and rots, writhing to the perpetual rhythm, white masks and mannequin hands, scraping another tally on the wall. So signify another hourless day.
Archetype. His image is a Sharpie's undying stroke, staining white surfaces. He's a monster. He's a savage. No, he is dirty oil nesting on water they cannot mix. Building destruction and restoring havoc. He's a menace to society for being black, for living black. So incarcerate his speech, suppress his dreams, exploit his differences, kill his innocence, fuel his actions, bathe him into submission. They want him to hate himself, to suck the universal projections and become a product of a monopolized market. My brother, you are a huckleberry trapped in a winding sheet. His pants are draped below his waist, constrained tightly between his hips and thighs. A soiled white tee grips his chest and he drowns in a hooded jacket. Deep mouths burying his hands and his hood hauls over his head, shielding his eyes. You cannot see his eyes because he is a walking silhouette. So everybody runs, everybody hides. Watch as they build walls of red and yellow warning signs. Watch the pigment of his skin swallow his individuality, puke out his personality, and forget that he is a citizen. How can a world remain sane when it revolts against the melanin tucked under his skin? His skin robs a 14-year-old of his future because he whistles, manipulates 5 teenage boys to confess a crime, fails to indict Darren Wilson, spills vital fluids on the streets of Sanford complexes, mistakes a toy gun for a real gun, a toy gun for a real gun. All unarmed men not licensed to live. All men who cannot peel back the layers of his skin, hide his blackness, so all he can do is suffocate. All the system allows him to do is suffocate under the wrath of a legal system polluted by the conditioning of black men.
Rusty ballad. I'm a haunter of old iron tales and dug-in dancing corpses, lipless hymns, unable to form prayer. Help me. Revive what barely survives underneath the can of oil, a stricken, godless tin man. Worms writhe in all other limbs, hid. Mend me back together so I can go to the ball in white dresses.
Memory is a chain running off a blue bicycle, derailment of the mind, linear lines skewed by the inaudible tick, tick, tick in hands. Watch the pendulum swing out of place. Slow, swift, erratic, memories loose, that wrinkled smile, orange-scented palms, gray yarn dancing on her head. She prepares to bathe me. It starts like the slow knocking in a radiator's rusty belly. Radiator's rusty belly? Radiator's rusty belly? Words strung together like a crossword puzzle, unsolved. Knock, knock in a kettle's rusty belly. It whistles, no screams, no roars. Vermilion, yellow, and blue dance on my bare skin. Toxic tears gently rip and boil upon my shoulders, scarred. Pink flesh oozing, staining beige walls. My cries, grandmother cries. The whispering houses lie. Why? Why do they lie? It was an accident. Memories loose. Was it an accident? Memories loose. I enter my guilty plea, for I've always envied elephants and craved for the powers of fluid remembrance. I've always craved for the powers of fluid remembrance. I've always craved for the powers of Menosame's fluid remembrance.
Circle gets bigger and bigger. Drown yourself in the pool so you don't have to sleep. Turn on the Keurig before bed. America runs on coffee, or 3 hours a night, maybe both. Don't schedule your day by the hours you need to wake up. Try decaf.
Blackout. Numb tongue burns and licks bony fingers, rubbing fleshy gums. Crooked teeth chatter with bloodshot eyes. 6 gaunt gargoyles, skinny and sucking soot through numbed lips, chapped in the frigid dawn. What did we come to see again? Reaching back eons. Back into the synapses of my brain, empty catacombs abandoned by their architects, save for a memory of the burning effigy my father built. Explode into a bass beat bombastic, blood pounding, echoing chimes rattling, blistering inferno of self-deprecation. I want to throw this body into everything at once and just be a spectacle to satisfy primal guilt. Teeming in testosterone-fueled fueg, crashing flesh and sweat and swollen knuckles, snapping bones, black eyes, purple welts, collapse under the pressure of their own weight. Closing in, suffocating, like a wiry, pink insulation, clogged my throat. The word was written in piss and blood and the snow.